What's new at Charlie's? What's new at Charlie's? Still on Main. What's new at Charlie's?
Hi, welcome to another episode of What's New at Charlie's. So for some of you who have been following along, every week we're opening up a new bottle. This week we're opening a St. Cloud 7-year Kentucky bourbon. As always, I got my good friend Mr. Don Williams, the bourbon fool, here with me to help us out with this. So I know Don's done some research, so Don, what do you know about this bottle?
Well, this is another sourced bourbon, and we can talk about that a little bit, but it's a guy by the name of Ray Walker who made his name in expensive French wine, specifically Burgundy wine. And supposedly there were some problems in the wine business, and I'll let all of you Google his name and do the research. We're just here to try this whiskey. I think it's going to be very interesting, and I actually tried another bottle of this not too long ago in Kentucky.
I was going to say Don's cheating on this one because he tried it at Campbell House last time he was down there. So he has actually tried it before. I have never tried it before. So we're going to see what we got. Source bourbon. So our last 3-4 bourbons have all sourced. It's kind of the way things are now, right?
Yeah, it's a big trend in the industry. Everybody's trying to get in on the bourbon craze. And what they do is they come in, they create a nice marketing concept, they buy some whiskey from someone's stocks, and multiple distilleries have stocks, including MGP in Indiana and several others. And they put a name on it, and this gentleman is interesting. He's not trying to replicate a flavor profile. He doesn't have an old family recipe or anything like that. He's looking for good honey barrels, and each barrel stands on its own, which means the one I tried in Lexington, Kentucky at the Campbell House could be totally different than this one.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, absolutely. And then this comes in, there's a 7-year and a 13 year. So I couldn't get the 13 year. We got the 7-year. I would love to try it sometime. Well, maybe I'll try it again sometime. We'll see how this one turns out first, right? Anything else on it, or?
No, it's a barrel proof. It's 122 proof, so pretty robust. 7 years, kind of hits the sweet spot a little bit.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that the one that I tried in Lexington was good. I wouldn't call it exceptional, but let's see what this one brings.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what it's all about. Yeah. You might want to talk for a minute while I try to figure out how to open this. So you were saying this is sourced, so some of the guys source it and blend it, but these are just single barrels, correct?
They're single barrels, and his philosophy is each barrel stands on its own. There has been some dialogue that he may introduce French oak into the bourbon, but I can't verify that whatsoever.
You think he would introduce expensive red wines into it at some point, right? Maybe?
You would think so, except that's kind of a cloudy story.
That's a cloudy story, right?
I don't know.
So he may not be allowed to do that. So anyway, let's give it a try, see what we got. It smells 122 proof.
Wow. That is, it's got what I'm going to call a creamy mouthfeel, and it has a lot of dried fruit. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
I will tell you that the one that I sampled in Lexington wasn't quite this complex.
I was going to ask you, that was going to be my next question, how does it could stack up to the other one? But yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, this is nice. And there's really a lot of fruit notes. And I don't normally pick up a lot of fruit. It's not my palate, but there is some, what I'm going to call apricot and a little bit of citrus, but what I really like about it is the mouthfeel.
Yeah. You got to get past the alcohol smelling it. It does smell like it's 122 proof, but yeah.
Yeah, so there is a good chance that this, again, if it's opens up a little bit, you wouldn't hit that alcohol real hard.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
But I really like this one. to tell you the truth.
It's very nice. It does have a great mouthfeel. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know what to expect, and this is a great explanation of single barrels, is the one that I had in Lexington was the same company, the same 7-year-old bourbon, different bottle, different barrel. So that one was a little bit mediocre. This one is a little bit more complex.
So it does make it tough when you're buying, though, you know, as a consumer, you don't know what you're going to get. And if I remember right, this isn't cheap. So it's
Yeah.
a little pricey.
Yeah,
and I don't see any, oh, I bet it's over here. So this is bottle, or no, barrel name.
Yeah, bottle 8. and
Barrel name, GAIA.
Yeah, I couldn't read it, to tell you the truth, because it's a little bit
Yeah.
scribbled, but they have names for the barrels, and then they
Okay.
number the
Yeah.
bottles after that.
Nice. So be curious, you know, so it looks like GAIA. So if you see that bottle on your shelf, you know you're going to get a pretty nice bourbon. Or I've got a better idea. They could come here to Charlie's and try it, right?
That's right.
That's what you should do, is come to Charlie's and give it a try. So,
And you know, the good thing is, one of the reasons we're doing these videos is we're kind of giving you the heads up of what's available, what's new, and before you invest into a bottle nowadays, because nowadays it's pricey, come and try it and make sure it fits your palate,
Sure.
fits what you're looking
Yeah.
for.
just because we like it, you may not like it, but you can always try it at Charlie's and know if you like it.
That's
So,
right.
Right?
And this one was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, buddy.
Charlie,
Anything else?
cheers. Thank you.
Cheers, my
I
friend.
think this is a good choice, and this is another reason to come here and try a bourbon that you've never tried before.
Absolutely. So, cheers. See you
Table
next week.
saying,
Thank you.
Tell me what's new, Charlie.